Welcome to a casted game of Age of Empires 4, spawning in on the right hand side of the map in the color orange. It's going to be 3DP and he's going to be playing the English for us today. We're on the map Hill and Dale, so a really nice turtly civilization here on this map. His opponent today in the color blue, playing as the Mongols. It's going to be GiveUAnxiety. Now this might actually be really nice for GiveUAnxiety. This matchup at least, if he goes for trade. Now it's not a guarantee that he goes for trade, but obviously trade is on the rise at the moment. I mean, everyone's just doing trade absolutely everywhere, and Hill and Dale it can be a pretty decent map to do some trading on. And obviously for the English, they don't have a very mobile army. They like to go for that spearman plus longbow composition, and it's very slow around the map, which means trading civilizations tend to do pretty well up against them. But we're going to have to see what players look to go for this game. We see GiveUA is going to be moving his Gur out, and he can actually find some sheep by doing this. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this before, but you can place down a gun and sheep actually get lured to them, but it doesn't look like he's coming back for it, I think. Or not. There it is. We'll see it in a second. Any second. Come on. Yeah, oh yeah, it has transforms. There we go. And then he can just right click the sheep to the gut and it will follow it. So a pretty cool move right there from GiveUA, really optimizing his sheep gathering. But it is only going to be the one scout opening from both. Well, GiveUA has the Khan, so it's not really a scout opening, but both players not looking to add in a second scout, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's really falling out of favor, and B playing as the English really doesn't need that second scout. But always nice to have the Gur here as well, you know, finding a couple sheep. He's going to be able to find another one here as well if he sticks to the path. We can actually take a look at his perspective right now, and we can see he's going to be seeing the other one there as well. So, ooh, GiveUA, have a look at this. Actually dropping down an Age 1 stable and looking to go into some double production of early Horsemen. This is going to be interesting. I mean, GiveUA's got a pretty decent spawn here. I mean, his gold's a little bit far out, but I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue for him. We can see the council hall is going to be coming down already from a B. He is moving out now onto the deer as well. But this could be very easily denied for from GiveUA with the early Horsemen. So, I mean, yeah, B's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. But he's got a little bit of sheep underneath the town center, and English can very easily move out to farms as well. So, not going to be too much of an issue here, but we can see the first lot of horsemen are here for GiveUA. And villagers going to be immediately retreating. So, B not going to be losing much here, but he needs to be careful here. Obviously, English villagers can shoot with their bows. We see them taking a few shots off right there. It's not going to be a lot of damage though, and we can see GiveUA just looking to move back in now. If you can get even one villager killed, that would be absolutely huge. And it's causing B, quite a bit of idle time right now as well. So this is really good for GiveUA. You know, this is double production of horsemen as well. So technically he's only playing for one horse. And we can see even more horsemen are making their way. They're making their way over. We got tons in the queue right now. Another double production as well. But we can see B's gathering up all of the gold he needs right now. Going to be grabbing wheelbarrow as well. And now going to be moving out back onto the deer. But we do have three horsemen right here now. So B might not be able to take this fight for much longer. We can see going to be taking another shot from the arrows. Town Center Fire going to be getting in on the action there as well. Still only one villager tapping away at the landmark there for B. I mean, you might want to get this up a little bit faster and try to get out a few longbow, but B really not too phased about these horsemen. That horseman surviving on 6 HP right there. Town Center is going to be taking it out, however. But I feel like GiveUA is just... He's idling B so much right now. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but these little things add up. And I mean, GiveUA is just getting so much value out of these horsemen. And we can see 2 more coming in now as well. GiveUA might be able to get a couple villager kills here. I mean, that's going to be a lot of idle time. And it might even be a villager. This one's quite low on HP. 14 HP right there. Archers, villager's going to be taking another shot. This horseman sitting at 14 HP right now. I mean, yeah, B being idled quite a bit there. Horsemen going to be moving back in. It's just back and forth for GUA. The age up still not coming through from him yet. It's still a couple of hundred food away, and B is going to be there ever so shortly. And a villager might be, yeah, villager goes down right there for B. Archers taking another shot off and take out a horseman right there. But we can see GUA is now one villager ahead, so pretty nice from there. B finally deciding to drop down a barracks as he hits age 2. Definitely needed in this situation, and horseman going to be doing even more idling there. And we can see the age up coming through from GUA now as well. Going to be 6 villagers on the deer stones right there. So, it's a shame. I thought we might be seeing the silver tree on this map. I mean, it would make a lot of sense to go into these early, this very early aggression to build up time for you to be able to get down your silver tree and secure up the trade, but not going to be the case this time. But GUA doing so much idling right here. 7 horsemen here for him as well, and we have no spearmen in the queue yet for B. Really looking pretty decent at the moment for GUA. He's going to be trying to take out the mill as well. B going to be repairing that up. I mean, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what GUA is trying to achieve here. Is he trying to get B to spend an extra 50 wood? That's probably why it's the bounty. How can I forget that? God damn. Anyway, yeah, he's going to be able to get a nice little bit of bounty there. Also gets B to spend an extra 50 wood. So really nice for GUA right there. We can see now we're going to be burning the mining camp down as well. Really making use of the bounty system right there. And we still have no units in the queue from the council hall or the barracks for B. What is his plan? It looks like it is going to be a second town center. He's 100 wood away and 50 stone. But, I mean, at the moment, he's under a lot of pressure. And we can see back in the base of GUA, dropping down an archery range down as well. This looks like it's going to be quite a bit of age 2 aggression coming up from GUA. And he's already gathered up a nice 50 gold and 50 food from the bounty system right there. But B is going to be going for that second town center, but he might be going a little bit greedy. I mean, finally, we do have some spearmen coming out. Do we have yeah, we've got the horseman upgraded in, so these aren't early anymore. But yeah, B definitely playing it very greedy at the moment. I guess he kind of needs to after being idle so much. But B is going to be able to move out back onto the deer, but GUA is already here with 5 horsemen. Khan down there being a little bit sneaky as well, just looking to gain as much map information as he can. And town center is going to be dropped on the deer patch here for B, and he's got 1 hardened spearman here as well. I mean, if he brings the other 2 as well, he should be able to get this town center up with no issue, and he can actually shoot with his villagers as well. So this town center is going to be going up, but the spearman not going to be taking any shots there. But his friends do arrive, and I think this is going to be pretty easy for B to hold from this point on. So GUA going to be moving back now, but double production of archers is here as well. So GUA really thinking this through. So B is going to have to add in some longbow. We can see immediately put in the queue right there. He's going to need it against archers coming out of GUA. But 2 TCs now for B. So you can see he's already caught up to that villager lead that GUA did have. Well, it was only the 1, but yeah, B's going to be able to climb quite nicely there. Longbow taking a nice shot there onto the horseman. And Archer's going to be moving around to the back of the base. But we can see B already walled up that little back position. Nice little bounty coming through yet again on that mining camp. But does GUA look to stick it out in age 2 here? I mean, B at the moment on 2 TCs, it would make a lot of sense for him to do so, but maybe not. We see GUA stacking up quite a bit of food and gold right now. So yeah, I think age up might be the case. We can see B still making some units here, still got some spearmen in the queue. So nice reaction by GUA, seeing that B's going quite heavy on the unit production, and therefore is going to be going for the age up himself. So maybe do we see the Kurultai coming out? I mean, maybe it could be pretty decent in this position. You know, you got a nice little forward position. But most likely it'll be the Step Redoubt. I mean, Step Redoubt is still such a good landmark. Town Center Fire going to be getting a nice couple shots off there. B now looking to wall up the base completely. Looking to try and trap these horsemen. Unfortunately, these walls have not gone up yet, so they are going to be escaping. But yeah, B's really looking to try and just secure up his base right here. He wants to get that villager lead and wants to play it out to the later stages of the game where English really do shine through. But B already 5 villagers ahead. And that will only continue to grow. But the age up going to be coming through from GUA now. All 10 villagers here that were on the gold mine are going to be building that step redoubt. Pretty standard stuff right there. Shame that we don't see any silver tree or coral tie this game. But GUA playing pretty well at the moment. And unfortunately for B, these walls are going to be denied here. I don't think GUA even did that intentionally. But yeah, don't do this, GUA. No, kill the villagers. So it does look like B is going to be able to get up these walls. Oh, GUA is coming back. He's coming back. He might be able to. But it looks like GUA is just trying to be he's trying to harass as much as possible. He's distracted all of the spearmen and longbow over to this side of the map as B really does want to get up these walls. I mean, odd positioning. I guess he wants to secure up the relic. But yeah, I don't really see the point in going this far out for the walls. It doesn't seem that special. You may as well just get up these walls, but I'm sure there's a reason behind it. But the horsemen and archers on the front line here. And we can see the Khan does go down. So GG is going to be called any minute now from GUA. Not really. He's in a pretty decent position. You can see that all did get denied from B. And the wood eco is going to be idled here. I mean, that's a consequence of B not having his army in the base. So a nice idle time right there for GUA. He's going to be losing a couple archers and a horseman as well, but not a big deal. We do see B going to be grabbing his textiles upgrade now as well. Looking to just make sure his villagers... He doesn't lose that villager lead. We can see he's 10 ahead at the minute, but... Yeah, he definitely does not want to be losing that. So what does GUA look to move into? So it looks like it's just going to be some lancers for the time being. Not looking to go into any sort of crossbow or men-at-arm at the minute. Actually grabbing his veterancy upgrades for the archers. He doesn't actually have... He's only got 6, so it seems like he's going to be going for some more age 3 archers. I mean, I'd be very surprised if he's grabbing this upgrade for just the 6 archers. But it makes a lot of sense when you're going up against a longbow plus spearman. I mean, crossbow up against this isn't the prettiest, so going for just mass archers does make sense. And we do have a prayer tank coming down from GUA as well, looking to pick up some of the relics. And I guess this makes sense for B to be moving out here. He's also going on the deer. This isn't something that we see very often with the English, where they really look to try and extract all the deer, because usually they can just build some farms and they're happy. But not a single farm up yet from B, which is really quite surprising. But he does need to get up this wall, otherwise GUA is going to be breaking through. But age up going to be coming through from B as well. Is going to be the King's Palace, really looking to rush that up with 22 villagers right there. That's a lot of villagers on that landmark. He really wants to age up. And we can see GUA going to be adding in a second town center of his own. So looking to try and match the eco of B. And we can see a nice little bit of bounty there as well for GUA. Double production of what are these guys called? Shamans. Double production of shamans coming out as well. And GUA should be able to secure up at least, I would say 4. It's going to be hard for him to get this 5th, I think. But you never know, he might be able to get it. But B, yeah, B's looking to try and re-wall this yet again. Couple lancers now out on the battlefield. The Khan does return as well. And it looks like it's just going to be more archers and crossbowmen. So does GUA look to just go crossbowmen or archers? Because, I mean, getting the veterancy upgrade for 6 archers definitely doesn't feel pretty. But yeah, GUA going to be breaking back through this wall again. B's going to be pushed off the deer yet again. I mean, is it really worth going out for the deer? I mean, it's so much... like, these 5 villagers are constantly idling themselves, walking back and forth. You're losing wood from the walls and the mill. Just build a couple farms. I mean, it's what the English do best. But we can see B also on the berries. I mean, this isn't something that we see the English players do at all. I mean, this is like rule number 1 with the English. Never go on berries, but B wants to go with that. So, I mean, you know, fair enough to him, but definitely not a standard move right there. And now the final relics are going to be coming in. And a keep drop coming down from B. B wants to screw up these deer. He's like, I want these deer. I want these berries. And the wall going to be going up as well. Lots of longbow here for B. So he's going to be able to push this back as the horsemen cannot break their way in. But this keep going to be screwing up this position pretty nicely. And we can see how many relics do we have in. We have 1... We can actually have a look down here. So GiveUA has managed to secure up 1 in the bank, 3 more on the way. About to be a second one banked as well. And then he's also going to be capturing up the sacred sites as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's probably not going to be for a sacred site victory. It's more just for the gold. It's usually what we see players do. I mean, you've got the shamans out. You may as well put them to good use. It's going to be 300 extra gold a minute. And it always puts the pressure onto B. Because we can see he's turtling pretty heavily, which means obviously putting the pressure on with just a little timer can always help. Because if he does look to push out to the sacred site, he's gonna be exposed, and that's exactly what GiveUA sees right here. I mean, I'm not sure if this was intentional to have B try and walk out to this sacred site, but 2 spearmen are there anyway, so I think the sacred site is going to be denied here for GiveUA. But Trebuchet on the front line here as well. Going to be starting to take some shots down at the council hall, I'd suspect. Or it might even be the second town centre. But B is on the equivalent of 3 right now. So we can see B is actually quite a little bit ahead right now. B finally going to be capturing that sacred site. So not much of an issue there. But yeah, capturing up the sacred site at an early point like this for you know, taking it from GiveUA is really crucial, because if you leave it too late, that's when GiveUA can start to, you know, put a couple towers up, and then it starts to become a real issue when you're really turtling in your base like this. But it does actually look like GiveUA is going to be defending the sacred site for the time being. I mean, yeah, 2 crossbow here and a shaman going to be securing this up pretty nicely. So the timer does still tick on, 9 minutes 23. Don't think it's going to be too much of an issue though. Trebuchet going to be taking a shot onto the lumber camp right there. Going to be getting a nice little bit of bounty. Mangonel going to be taking some shots onto the army of B. Not going to be getting anything quite yet. Second Mangonel and a second Trebuchet as well. So GiveUA really looking to add in the siege mass. Do we have any siege workshop from B yet? Not quite. Yeah, that's quite surprising. I mean, B really needs to get up. Oh, he does. Where's this coming from? Is it the keep? It's a keep. Okay. I sometimes forget about that the English can make everything from the keep. So pretty cool bonus right there. Able to make springwalds from the keep. And 1 springwald should be enough for now, just to push GiveUA back for the minute until he gets up a couple springwalds of his own. We can see going to be doing that now. But B right now floating so many resources, 2,500 food in the bank. Was he going for an Imperial Age? I mean, that seems a bit greedy if you ask me. But we have clad armor coming in, iron undermesh as well. So B looking to go very heavy on the men-at-arms, it seems. Multiple barracks. Yeah, this is a lot of barracks that's being dropped down. But is that really what you need when GiveUA is going into mass lancer plus crossbow? I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit of a mistake there, if I'm going to be honest. But we're going to have to see what B looks to add in with that. We can see he's still making plenty of longbowmen as well, which are going to really help out on the back line. But these 2 mangonels are going to be able to get a nice little shot off there onto the spearman. Not going to be doing that extra damage versus the longbowman quite yet. And another mangonel. GiveUA really looking to go heavy on the siege. A 4th mangonel. He realizes that siege is the weakness right now for B. And behind this, I mean, the sacred site timer is still going for GiveUA. I mean, it shouldn't be a big deal. At least, I mean, if I were B, I'd, you know, you can always just pull those villagers in time of need. But It's always on the back of your mind when the Sacred Site time is going. We can see massive, massive siege coming out from GiveUA, and still lots of units being pumped onto the front line. Men-at-Arms being put into the mix now as well, serving as quite a nice little front line, as that he will need a nice front line up against B's Men-at-Arms. It's just a nice front line to give time to the mangonels and the crossbow dealing all the damage. But that Springald buying a nice little bit of value right there for B. B going to be pushing in now with his army. GiveUA doesn't have his army here with his siege. He's going to be losing a little bit of it there, but he should be able to keep the majority of it alive. We see even more siege being dropped down right now for GiveUA. B is still ahead by quite a significant amount in villages. We see, what's that, like 40 something? Yeah, 41 villages. So it's an absolutely huge amount of villagers right now. But the question is, can he transfer that economy into military? And at the moment, it doesn't seem like that is going to be the case. I mean, B really not looking in a great position right here. So many mangonels, and we see the bounty coming through from GiveUA right there, burning down all of the farms. The siege mass just looking so huge right now. B being, I think, at number 3 at the ladder right now, really not looking too good here up against GiveUA. And this is the perfect map for the English as well. I mean, does this all stem from those early Horsemen raids for GiveUA? I mean, so much idling was done for... so much idling was put onto B right there. It was kind of huge, and now the siege mass looking to try and take out the town center. B really just doesn't have a huge mass right now, and all of his food's gone at the moment. Sacred Site time is still on the back line as well. Yeah, B's got to make a push, but Mangonel's taking shots onto the longbowmen. They're all going down. Springald on the back line for B. Going to be able to take some nice shots off, but it's not going to be enough, as so many Springalds are still out for GiveUA. That town center is going to be going down. B's still ahead in villages right now. He's moved his whole economy onto this right-hand side of the map. But if GiveUA spots that, he doesn't even need to do anything. B taps out. Wow. What a game by GiveUA. GiveUA managing to win up against B, who currently sits at number 3 on the ladder. Well, if you did enjoy this, guys, then please do feel free to leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.